So you just bought a premium Sony camera that takes these Sony Z100 batteries, and you may have noticed that there was no toy with the Happy Meal. It did not come with a charger, and that charger will cost you an additional $100 to charge one battery at a time. And in this video, I'm going to talk about an alternative charger. This is the Lano fast charging dual NPF-Z100 battery charger, and it comes in this little case, which is unique to other chargers I've seen on the market, and we're gonna test it out. But based on the looks of it, it looks pretty handy. Okay, so let's have a look inside. As expected, there are two NPF-Z100 battery slots, and in addition to that, there's an SD slot, and you press the button right here, your SD card comes out, and you put it back in, and it stays in. It has the springing mechanism. In fact, whatever you're charging tends to stay in. And not only that, it's not going to fall apart, of course, because that would be silly, or that would be totally bad news if it did. But it has a retaining lid that is retained with a magnet, and I do find that that is very convenient because your batteries are protected. You're not worried about protecting the terminals of your battery. Your batteries are in a case. It is protected, and that's what I like about this case in particular. It's similar to how Rode and DJI have their battery charging cases, with the exception there is no battery in here. So this is only a charger. And is that a flaw? Not really, because if you think about it, these batteries, they're much larger than, let's say, the DJI little mics and the Rode little mics. Having a charger in here would probably increase the size and weight a whole lot and complex things a whole lot, but I can see a market for that. Since the cameras may not come with a charger, you can always charge the battery inside of the camera. Well, this isn't ideal because you cannot use your camera while it's charging. Well, you can, but you won't have a full battery, and that can be annoying. What the power input is different between cameras. For instance, the Sony a7 IV has an older chipset. However, it can still charge at a relatively fast rate. It charges at 12 watts. Okay, but if you're using a newer camera like the Sony ZV-E1, I believe it can go much faster. Here I am charging it, and it's going at 14 watts. However, I'm certain that it can go even faster, but based on my wall charger, this is as fast as I can go. Up until now, I've been using this XY Win really inexpensive charger, and this charger has done the job at home. I don't like taking it with me because it is slow. It's quite slow. And similarly, the Sony charger, the OEM charger, is a bit slow as well. It's rated to charge a battery in 150 minutes. This feels like it's going to take just as long or longer. And what I found out is that this one, when you're charging, it has a max of around 7 watts, 2 times 500 milliamp hours, 8.4 volts. The Lano, when I tested it, this thing has varying speeds. Okay, with the wall charger, maybe I don't have all of the power delivery power options, because power delivery is complex in the types of output it can do. With the wall charger, I was able to get 16 watts over USB-C. And that's a pretty decent amount. It's not mind-blowing, but it'll charge both batteries in like 2 hours. So that's pretty good. When I was using the battery bank, now this battery bank that I have, it has a lot of charging modes, and the highest one was it matched up to this highest mode here, which is 9 volts and 2 amps. So the other mode it supports is 5 volts and 2 amps. So that's 10 watts of power versus 18 watts of power. With one battery, I was able to achieve 14 watts. With the second battery inserted, I was able to achieve 18 watts. And if you're charging at 18 watts, then in under an hour for each battery. So it's going to be under 2 hours for 2 batteries. You might notice that if you're using a charger that doesn't charge as fast, that maybe one battery will charge faster than the other. And I like that it shows the percentage in numbers and you're not guessing what bar means what. It's just really easy to read and figure out, are you ready to go yet or not? And that's what I like about this charger. It does come in at, I believe, $45. There might be a coupon in the description. And I'm sure I'm going to be extremely wealthy from those affiliates. Bruh. Anyhow, what more can I say about this charger? It does the job. It works fine. The build quality feels great. The feel of the item itself, I like the texture. It's one of these matte anti-slip, anti-fingerprint type of cover. I like that it has a button I could just quickly press and see what the percentage of my battery is currently. I like that it has a SD card holder. And granted, it's not dual, but even a single is better than nothing, because at my age, I mean, the number one problem with a dual memory card system camera is not that I get corruption and I lose images. It's just that I may forget the darn SD card at home. So it's handy to have a spare one with you all the time. Anyhow, that's all I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like, subscribe, share. See you in the next one. Take care.